Okay. Guys, if you come in, and I mean, I don't know how YouTube works. So if you come in, please, you can just, I don't know, maybe say something so I know you're here. I'm still getting a hang on YouTube. So in case you guys can see me or you can hear me, no, not see me because obviously my video is closed. So if you guys can see me, please let me know. Thank God. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, sisters. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, Mama Cheryl. Hi, Lottie. Hi, Lee. Hi, Dame. Hi, Mama Patricia. Hi, Janice Boo Boo. Okay. So actually want to do a very quick live because yes, all is well. Hi, Peter Will. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I want to do a very quick live here. I think this is my first time coming directly without StreamYard on YouTube, so I'm still trying to get a hang on it. I'm really not, you know, yes, I'm in the dark. I'm really not good, with YouTube yet. So and also one of my goals is to actually try to get strength on this page away from you from Facebook. That's number one. Number two, because I intend to make Agama Lizard, aka Walking Cups, my content, right? But unlike so many people, unlike her, I'm not someone who rushes to speak on people. I sit back, gather it, and then come out to speak. So tonight is really not about Agama Lizard. Even though I might chip in a thing or two about her as we proceed, right? And please, I'm gonna, like I said, this life is gonna be very short, maybe 30 minutes but I don't think it's gonna hit the 1 hour mark. And that's because right now I don't have a caregiver, not a caregiver, a nanny, a housekeeper for my house. And so I've been doing stuff on my own and it's been hectic. So I have to rush out after this life to do other things. But that being said, I want to talk about Korah's trip and the vitriol that you now see. You see, the way I reason and the way maybe other people see things really differ, right? It doesn't make mine better than theirs or anything. It just means that there are certain things I see. And hi, Mama Hillary. Hi, Laura Lee. Hi. Hi, Verlene George. Thank you. Okay, so the way I see things is maybe very different from the way other people see things. For some of us, and I implore us to get to that level. For some of us, when we see the kind of vitriol and hate that comes to Korah and her family, it can be very infuriating. It can be very irritating. It can be very, you can feel very, you can feel uncomfortable. And I'm bringing this out because not just one person reached out to me, right? Today asking, what's wrong with these people? I've come to a place to realize, to a place to understand. I'm going to use, for people who are Christians here, I'm going to also delve into the religious aspect of what I'm saying. You see, for you to get to a place in your life, you must have both haters and you must have lovers. And that's why if you look at people like David spent most of his life praying to God against his enemies because, yes, there were a lot. And that's David. He had a lot of enemies. King David. And so many people, Moses had a whole Egyptian troop against him. Right? And were also people who loved him. Nobody's ice cream. Some people don't even like ice cream. So I've come to realize that for balance in life, you're going to have haters, right? But I also want to tell you something that you don't know. Nobody throws stones at a fruitless tree. Somebody asked me, oh my God, why do they keep coming at her? I'll tell you why. And I'm going to use Meghan Markle as another example. The reason why they throw stones at Cora is because she's succeeding. Yes. It's because they spent 4 years trying to pull her down. In case you guys need a reminder, I will remind you. 1. I'm sorry, I need to put my phone on mute because, okay. In case you need, thank you. Like we say, dogs don't bark at parked cars. You are absolutely correct. Now, in case you need a reminder, let me tell you all the things they did. In case you're new here and you don't even know the extent that they went. 1, they tried to take her children away from her. They called CPS countless times, reported to their local FBI. It didn't work. Next, they targeted her citizenship. They started writing to immigration. Hi, Julie. It didn't work. When that was not enough, they started trying to sabotage her bag. It didn't work. They tried to come after her life. It didn't work. They tried to neutralize her defenses. It did not work. Of course, some fell along the wayside, but it still didn't work because she still had support. For everybody who fell, God raised more soldiers. It didn't work. Please, you guys should remind me of many other things. They accused her of theft. The charges didn't stick. They said, you will never stay in the United States. You will be deported. You will be accused. Do you know the kind of things that they did? Including lie that she and LA Mom were trafficking children. Those charges did not stick. They wanted her to go to prison. Guess who is free? Cora. It is enough to make people mad. Do you know how it feels? Let me use our everyday life. You know how you go out. Let me not even use go out. You're trying to fix something in your house. And you keep trying and trying and trying. And at some point you go from patience to anger to even questioning, how the hell am I not able to get this done? For some people, they react and they let it go and say, you know what, I'll get a professional to handle it. For some people, they get so frustrated. They get so frustrated, so angry, so like as if they feel dejected. They feel, and then they start to act upon how they're feeling. Some of them slam their hammers into the wall. What you see is the aftermath of people's failure against a person. Now, let me tell you, make no mistakes. If Cora was homeless like they wanted her to be, I remember somebody saying it's until she's dead. He was discussing with a certain lady who I will continue to call a snake, but she's not a point of my conversation today. he wanted her homeless. If Korah was homeless, deported, without her children like they wanted, I promise you, she would have been forgotten by now. Korah will no longer be talked about. They would have moved on to yet another person. They would have found another source of validation because they are invalids. So they use her to get the validation that they sought after. And I want you to understand this, that if that girl did not succeed to not only have one house, two, and according to other things we've heard, maybe another property, which may be making it three, if she was unable to, if she didn't get her citizenship and keep thriving, let me tell you what would have happened. They would have left. They are mad. They are angry that with everything they've done, everything that they've tried, that she's still there, pushing, living her life like it's golden. With everything they've done. Let me give you another example with Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle was an actress who got married to a crown prince. I don't know what happened there, but it's not my bit. It's not. I don't really know so much about the story, but I know that somehow they felt bullied and they left the palace and decided to be on their own. If you go on Twitter, there are hate pages dedicated to spew racism against not just her children, insult her, put her down. And do you know why they triple and double every minute? It is because everything they thought would happen didn't happen. She's thriving. Her husband loves her. They are not on the streets hungry. There is a plan. She's smiling. Irrespective of what the paparazzi does, she still stands firm. All this is enough to make a person mad. And so what has happened is that there's mad, people are crazy, writing all sorts. Go and look at Korah's bloggers. How many of us still talk about Justin Dean? There's nothing to talk about. He's not thriving. He's just there. We can't even analyze anything because in my books, he's finished. Everything he plotted and planned against that girl backfired. And that in itself is the peace that I need. I don't need to see what he's doing. I don't need to go to his page. I'm at peace. That when they bring the account balance, he's not richer than my girl. He wanted her homeless. She's not homeless. He wanted her to die. She's not dead. He wanted her to be in jail. She's not in jail. And that in itself is the peace that I need. He's not doing well. So there are no fruits on his tree for me to, and a lot of people to throw stones on. But I'm sorry. There are fruits on Korah's trees. And that's why they keep picking, finding. Do you know the kind of insanity that it takes for you to wake up from sleep? You haven't taken a shower. You haven't brushed your teeth, set your daily goals. But guess what you've done? You've scheduled posts, or you start posting about these people, about this lady. Like you run to the support you give her, at the end of the day, I want you to know something. She benefits either which way. The winner in all this, I know it hurts, but I want you to know this. At the end of the day, there's only one winner. And who is the winner? It's Cora. I'll tell you why. Hate her or love her, every time you go to her page, you add a view because you want something to talk about. You have helped the algorithm. You have put a cent into her pocket. Yep, you have. And so it doesn't matter whether you're talking good or you're talking bad. You have actually financed this project that we are on. And for that, dear haters, I say a big word. Thank you. Please go and view. Keep putting the views. We need it. We need it. We can't do it without you. You have become unpaid PR. You know, do you know? Sometimes I miss Cora's live. I go and watch it later because a lot of us here have things that we're doing. I go back in my quiet time or, as part of my support, because as part of my support, one of the things I try to do is to at least go to her live videos and add my view to it. But before I even go, and I regard myself a top, as in, I believe that I am a big Cora fan. But guess what? Before I get there, the haters are already there. They already know the color of pants that Cora wore. They know her armpits had some white stains in it. They know that while she was itching her nose, there was something white under. They know about her pants. They know about the bed, under the bed. They know. This is before I, who is a fan. You can imagine some days ago, King made a post. And there were people on that post posting Cora's picture from 2022. I don't even have them. Do you know what type of madness that you have to operate on for you to be this obsessed? I also want to let you know something that I've come to realize. Many of Cora's haters don't talk to their family members. Many of them are not in good talking terms with their children. Their grandchildren don't want to see them. Their baby fathers have given them the middle finger, so they come online to vent their frustration. They're on disability funds. Lazy bum-ass bitches who will sit on their backs and do nothing for a living. Oh, Janice, you know this. Hi, Uju. I think I've missed some people. Hi, Lele. Hi, Sabrina. Hi, Kathy. Sorry, I missed you guys. Do you know what kind of obsession that is? Do you know what type of self-hate you must feel in your heart to follow someone's footsteps so closely when you cannot do more than a hanging ton bra? Basically, there's nothing you can do to Cora. The FBI told that demented piece of cow dung that they can't do nothing to her. You've called immigration. She's a citizen right now. A dual citizen, I dare say. Many of these women, do you know, somebody told me that one day in her ward, one of the psychiatric patients there was talking crap shit from her phone. She's in a ward. There's one I saw one day in a nursing home, and she had a lot to say about Cora. Your children don't even love you enough to keep you at home. They went to dump you like the trash can that you are in a nursing home. They dumped you in a nursing home. They can't care for you. But you have a lot to say about a man who is not just looked after by his children, he looks after them in return. Your children didn't even give you that grace. And you're not even as old as that man. Hi, Three Martin. Thank you so much. I have never seen anyone throw stones at fruitless trees. There's something inside of Korah. And it annoys her haters that she hasn't broke it. It hurts her haters that everything do you know what it feels like to be, they've been plotting? They have various groups. A few days ago, I found out that Kim Baker, even though she's pretending to be or pretended or still pretending, she literally still sends private messages to people. But I said, insulting Korah. But I didn't even speak on it. I don't care. I do not care about it. Come in. I don't care about it. Who is it? So let me say this, and this live basically is not for the haters. It's for my family, people who support Korah, who genuinely love her. It will hurt because you don't want someone to say horrible things about somebody that you like. But I want to assure you something. Count it all joy. Because you know the reason they are mad is because everything they've done didn't penetrate. Every bullet. Please, I don't know if anybody here. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Some people are saying they can't find the live. I'm wondering why. Can you guys still see me? Okay, yeah. Can you guys still hear me? You understand? I count it all joy. I look at them and I laugh because they're an integral part of her journey. Because whether I like it or not, they've also helped in promoting Korah. I swear. If you think that anything they have said or done has limited Korah, no. It exposes them. It shows them that, they've tried. It's very painful, but they've tried. Come in. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, guys. I had to quickly attend to something. Right? Imagine if Korah was useless. Anything they say is just to help them sleep at night. Oh, Korah is a bad mother. Oh, Korah, CPS don't say so. I would think that Child Protective Services would have been called in by the school. If you don't even need to call them. The school, they are mandated reporters. They would answer like the speed of light. They don't agree with you. And that's why those children are still in school, are still with their mother. They eat well. You don't have to like African food, but it's in your faces. Should we feed her children as much of that African food as she can? No, they're not the share plate. We are Africans. We believe I am not going to throw away my culture because of you idiots from the Caucasus Mountain with no culture. I didn't ask your forefathers not to leave anything for you to fall back on. I'm an African with a culture, and in our culture, we all eat together when we like. And irrespective of how much tears you shed, she will do as she pleases. In the history of Korah, you are a bad mother. Korah has never, ever stopped doing her African things with her children because anybody said don't do it. Nobody can stop Korah. So what you see is an aftermath of stupidity, of the pain. When you see them, they're really pained. Because I don't lie, if I was in that camp and I tried everything to pull that woman down and didn't succeed, I'll be angry. I'll be angry. I will be very livid. Because why should I put in all that effort? Morning, night, gathering what I think was evidence. Screenshotting. What else were they doing? Taking photographs, reporting, calling CPS, calling ICE, calling immigration, calling that. Literally having a camp of people who are mandated to call CPS. Exactly, standing firm, my sister. And she still didn't fail. Because tell me what type of hatred that you have, that you even analyze, like they are so clueless about what to analyze. You're not analyzing somebody on a trip. And you think that is sanity? Some of these women have never, let me say something. People who know me, I have some people in, in the Koravas I'm very close to. The likes of Charlotte, Lady A, Sister Nana, Sister Maka. So many people I'm close to. And some of them can, tell a lot about me because I really discuss with them, right? I've had businesses. Some failed. Yeah. Because that's life. Some failed. Some succeeded. Some I'm still doing. And you find people who have been on disability funds all their lives. They want to discuss business with you. They want to tell you about a business that's thriving. People who have never done any form of business in their life. You are talking about Korah that has gone to how many countries? Korah has gone to Germany. I think she has gone to a few countries recently. In 4 years, the only time the person you are supporting traveled, it was to Portugal. And it was as a carry-on. He was someone's carry-on, like a luggage, like an extra. Let me just take him along, tag along. And somebody like me, I'm not going to come there and come and talk about whether the aeroplane had one wing flying on the side or whether he went there on economy or via the toilet seat. I don't care. But the man that you're supporting, who is an American, an immigrant, came to his country. An immigrant. An African immigrant came to his country and surpassed him. And that is why you can't even talk about him. Because there's nothing to talk about. You don't have anything to support. You don't. There's no dream. He has no dreams for you to push. No businesses for you to push. No trips for you to analyze. And that's why I know that they are throwing stones, because there's something to analyze. There's a growth in progress. There's transformation that they didn't believe would happen. That is happening. And so when you see them crashing out, please join me in premium laughter. Yeah, you gotta laugh. You have to laugh and be happy that you're on the side of progress, of stability, a side of somebody who is thriving. Oh, it's not, listen, it's not always going to be rosy on her end. But one thing that we know, that one thing that we have come to realize is that there's a resilient woman who when she's determined to do something, she does it. So they can cry me 100 pounds of rivers. They can actually cry River Benue, River Niger, and every other river. It's fine. As long as when I wake up, Cora is lying down on her bed. Cora is eating what she wants. She's not homeless and somewhere saying, "And please, can I have $1?" No. As long as Cora can go anywhere, as long as Cora has children who look at her and say, "Mama, I love you." She has her children when she needs her kids. Every other thing is noise. Noise. People are wondering, you know why I'm responding to this? Because there are so many people saying, "I don't understand. Why are they like this? What happened? Why did they come out?" And I'm telling you why they came out. They came out because how dare Cora? How dare Cora even dare to thrive after everything? Everybody, she's better than them all. Even the so-called engineer that says she's an engineer, Cora still has more money than she will ever have. That's why she's looking for crumbs. Can you imagine being an engineer and looking for crumbs off the table of one who you say is useless? Think about it. Think about it. I'm so sorry. Call was coming in. Think about it. Think about the fact that somebody is mad. Because Cora is not married to a coconut head like her husband. Cora is a shower. Cora is this one. She's useless. She's that. But she has more money than you now. She's thriving better than you. You've been abroad before Cora traveled out. You are just getting your first house. And you've been abroad. Engineer Bangolo. You've been abroad. You're just, it's now that, I mean, what? There's two of you. There's one of Cora. There's you and an empty-headed barrel of a husband. And you couldn't even get a house. And there's one woman, one human being who went out there and she thrived alone 1 year after a disgraceful divorce. Hey, put some motherfucking respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. You have done everything that Cora has done. Cora wrote a book. You ran to write a book. Your book flopped. It is as flopped as your husband's ability to speak English. Your book was as flawed as your husband's ability to speak correct English, even correct German or Dutch. Sorry. Cora wrote 2 books and they were Amazon best I'm emphasizing on the best sellers. You wrote a book that has suddenly been used to wrap sanitary pad. You tried blogging. The blogging landed on your empty big head. Because you need to have the wisdom to thrive. You are useless. You don't have the mental capacity to sustain nothing. You can't even sustain your bitterness. You don't have the mental capacity to even sustain your own bitterness. Your book flopped. Blogging flopped. You tried to give birth online. It flopped. As flopped as your brain, it flopped. You have been doing analysis, analyzing before Mary was visited by the Holy Ghost, informing her of the birth of Jesus. And while you are at it, you still flopped. You came before the likes of Nancy, that now sits down on Meta's table. I'm even going far. You came before Janice Brown. And if you say a lie, put out your impression. You have more followers than that girl. Go and put out your impression. Let Janice Brown put out her own. Which is why I say you are destined to fail. Engineers your age thrive at building and being innovative, building things. You are there running after the bomb of a girl that you gave at least 8 years difference. And speaking on her. When you are the poster child of failure. Like literally, when somebody wants to talk about failure, they should say blessing njo. Ejim. A failure. Like you literally have failed. Even the small war, you want to create war. You are going to show Korah. You could not even show her nothing. All you do is come and cry. What is the effect of the tears you've been crying for 3 years? Is Korah homeless? No. Does Korah have a car? Beautiful car. Not work dash meal. Bought by her own money. Does she have a house? She has a house. Houses. But there's you and your husband who cannot come together to be anything positive or create generational wealth because you're still stuck licking the tampon of a woman that does not even care about you. Get your motherfucking head out of Korah's rectum so that you can thrive. Because I already told you, you've plugged in the permanent foolishness. You're over 40. So your foolishness is permanent. But there's still hope for you. But I hope you don't. Because I said to you, listen, the day you stop mentioning the Obidi and Ome family, that day you will die. As you come out and stop talking about them, your death will start counting from that day. You will die untimely if you ever stop talking about that family. Yes, you will die that day in the most shameful, disgusting way. If you ever stop talking about them, you must talk about them. Your job is to announce Korah. Now, let me also say something. I know that we are very few on this live because, this is my first time coming live here, and I'm sure people will be thinking that we're on Facebook. I've never told you anything that was unverifiable. Never. Nancy's business has not been dissolved. And I'm only just putting this out there so that you know. In fact, as at 2 days ago, my family member ordered Radiance cookware, and she should be getting it tomorrow based off the tracking for those pots. Don't let anybody deceive you. Radiance cookware has not been dissolved. Radiance cookware was not dissolved for being toxic. If anybody tells you that Radiance cookware was brought down for being toxic, ask them to show you the toxicology reports. What Radiance cookware did was rebrand. That's all I can tell you. But if anybody is lying to you that have been dissolved, don't worry. Time will tell sooner than you know. I assure you, I swear. Nancy will still go to the UK to deliver pots again sometime this year. Hi, Sister Nana. Hi, Sister Nana. Good evening. This year, Nancy will still go back to the UK to go and offload her pots. Let me know if under any legal jurisdiction, if Nancy's pot has been dissolved, everything has left, whether she can do it. So that's the reason why I'm not debunking. The only day that we come out to speak is when Nancy gets to the UK. For now, let them, whatever helps Blessing get orgasm, because I know that I don't think that Peter is giving her orgasm. Whatever helps her get her orgasm, whatever keeps her from committing suicide, because I don't want her to commit suicide. Hear me. I do not want her to end her life. I want her to be alive and feel the pain that comes with the blessing that Korah has. I personally aspire to have the type of enemies that Korah does. I'm not going to lie to you. Because whether you like it or not, it's a win-win. You talk about her, good or bad, it's a win for her. Exactly. Dame, you're not, Amy, that's you. You're not wrong. That's what happened. But like I said, there will be nobody. Do you see King debunk? No. Did I debunk so much? No. When Nancy gets there, I want to see Blessing and her group of deranged idiots go back there and say, no, no. Nancy cannot bring pots. We want to go and report to, Home Office. I want to see them do it. But until then, let them wallow in their stupidity. Let them wallow in their foolishness. People who have never been innovative enough to start up a business, how would they know how business is run? How would they know when all they've done is to go under a person who was innovative enough to think and create wealth and jobs, and go there and be taking the crumbs that fall off their table? How do you think they will know? You've never created a business in your life. Your sister is failing at her own. You've tried people and they could not sell anything. How poisonous your circle is. You guys don't have purchasing power. So why do I expect you to even understand what businesses are? So please, my sisters, no, when you see them, Cora did this, she went to Japan, she did not buy shoe for June. It takes two parents to have children. And if Cora did not buy shoe, Justin should buy shoe. I run a family, have my husband and there's me. If my husband does not get something for the kids, I can buy for the kids now. Yeah, it doesn't make him a bad daddy. It doesn't. Maybe they are co-parenting. That's how to co-parent. Oh, Justin, go and call the NBA. Justin did not. I told Justin said he's not going to do anything about it because he's broke and the system is about him. And this is his problem. He still hasn't learnt anything. That man. Still talking cho from one inbox to the other. From one inbox to the other. Oh. Let me see what's going on. That's all he does. Because why are you still discussing her with a demented piece of cow dung that will come on social media and expose what you have discussed? I keep telling you, Cora navigated this muddy water with a lot of wisdom. A lot for her age. Yes, I give it to her. Because somebody like me, I probably will be talking to somebody. But she didn't. She stayed and used her tribe to forge forward. While one person used his tribe as shield, human shield, banking on their hate for Nigerians, banking for their hate for black people. I saw one fool doing Black History Month. You stupid ass hypocrite. You want to do Black History Month when you are literally licking the balls of your colonizer. A man who don't give two fucks about you. How many times has he spoken on the things that go on wrong with black people in your country? How many times has he spoken on the evil that black people go through in your country? You want to talk about you join white people to call other black people monkeys. Black History Month. If this was slave trade, you'll be among those who sell black people to white people. Let me tell you. Yes. Why? Because she doesn't live in your standard? Why? Because Facebook puts a tool that says you can support your favorite content creators with stars and gifts on this live. Facebook designed it. And suddenly you want to go to FBI. If you people don't go to FBI and report that she's a fraud, God will punish you people and your family members. You must go and report. Go and tell them. Go and tell them that Cora is defrauding people. So that you can come and tell us how much she has defrauded from you. You low down dirty bastards. Is it because we don't talk to you guys? Go and report. See me, I don't have any business with Justin anymore. My business is with Blessing Onjo. Yes. This stupid ass idiot that's right now shouting injustice. They are arrested. She tried to arrest Bilma. In case people don't know, let me tell you today. Blessing Njo tried to arrest Bilma for bullying her, for insulting her. She said Bilma threatened her life, which was a lie. The only reason she's bitter is because on this side, there are people that know people who are people. And Bilma was able to fight it out with her, and there was no court date. She couldn't even keep Bilma for even 1 hour. She tried. This hypocritical bitch. This one that wore her birthday suit to go and sue Monica, and Monica is still chopping her money, and she has not been able to get 1 kobo. She has not gotten a dime, a farthing. Yes, a farthing from that funny judgment that she came and was dancing. Meanwhile, Monica Ambrose is online making her money, and this powerless bunkum has not seen a. She went to buy her favorite, the white suit. She looked like she was about to go and die. Yeah, that's the kind mortuary standard suit that she wore, the type you used to lay down corpses. She wore it, came and was saying, "We won. We won." What exactly did you win outside of a renewed type of stupidity? What did you win? Blessing Njo. Outside of renewed foolishness, what else did you win? Have you gotten a dime? It's been since 2023, I mean early 2024. No, 2023. That was when you came out to say you won. What have you won outside of walking around like a headless fool? What did you win? Nothing. The only thing you say, I shall projecting your mother's reality on other people. House girl. But you are celebrating a man that told you not to celebrate him. Meanwhile, you can't even celebrate your husband. Hi! Like you're literally celebrating a man that says, I don't want to be celebrated. But you have never even celebrated your husband's birthday on social media. You are a very big house help. No. There's a difference between standing for what you believe, irrespective of what the right is. Janice would have 100 times, she will have more integrity than you ever have in your life. In your entire life. The type of integrity Janice has, let me tell you what it is. You cannot buy it. You look like you are carrying different things. Go before IBP will kill you. And I don't want you to die. I want you to be alive. To see that you're a liar, a fabricator. We will puncture your lies. When Nancy travels to the UK to do her business, I will come back to make you know that you are a stupid ass wannabe. An envious piece of cow dung. Envious. That you can't get orgasm. You can't get love. You can't get money. You can't get nothing. And so you are bitter. And so you are empty. Loveless. In pain. Lonely. Lonely. You are so lonely. You have nobody to call your own. Lonely goats. Because you can be married and lonely. There's no difference between you and a widow. There's no difference between you and a widow. Your husband has been living with you. Even Dutch no gree and speak. But you have the temerity to talk about other people. The head coconut is not entering inside. Brain accidents. the brain have accidents. You want to talk about everybody but yourself. But the failure that you share a bed with. Can't you see that your life is a joke? You went from she cannot go to Japan to she's in Japan. Oh my God. I found out that there's one of Korah's very big haters that finally died. And I shook my head. I say, what a life. So you are dead. And nobody could even talk about the fact that you have died like a church rat. Anyway, death is not punishment. That's the reason why I don't even find it anything entertaining enough for me to even discuss. You will go and stand at the throne room, and I'm sure that one died shouting, Korah! Maybe. When you get to the throne room of grace, you go and tell them that you were a racist bitch. That calls house salt. Many of them, I see them, they are disabled there. That you would think that disability will give them human empathy. But no. It didn't give them nothing. It only made them angry with their own existence. Wondering why should Korah be able why should these Nigerian immigrants have legs to walk and twerk? And I don't have legs. An example is D. Ronda. Stuck in a chair. Clouded with hatred. Some of you are so inherently evil. But I thank God for you all. Hi, Joyce. I thank God for your lives. I thank God that God has kept you alive to watch him feed his daughter in your presence because you are enemies. Yes. Some of you have not traveled out of America in years. Never even traveled. And you are angry that this immigrant girl dare enter your country. Thrive. Succeed. Make money. While you are there, stuck. I'm sorry. Grace differs. Korah is not the cause of your stupidity. Someone has left. You see, she's living her life. And I thank God because at the end of the day, if Korah did not push, if she didn't wake up and dance away her pain, I would have been mad at her. Because she's a special child. You can't touch that one. Every time. Blessing. I will monetize my page on you. I swear to God. You are my new content. I will use you to monetize this page. I will use you to grow this page. Since you want to monetize bullying somebody, you are making money off it, I'll bully you right back. Every time you call names to those children, I will refer it to your children. Yeah. It's aura for aura. When you go to the police, I will respond. Nobody is above insult. If your father did not train you well, I will train you. Why you are? For those who don't know, I'll tell you why this idiot is angry. It's because she's a content thief. A bloody thief. She stole someone's content. She stole Korah's content. And please, I want you to know that at the time, Korah didn't even know who was who. It was the beginning of this whole problem. Then she was supporting Korah. If I will play one day, I will play what she said to she's doing everything. She said that Lolo she was doing to insult Lolo. Lolo the fool. That's another fool. She's doing everything. Oh, you're insulting a girl that you're older than. You're a fool. You're older than that girl with at least 8 to 9 years. A stupid ass fool. You're older than that girl. And every day, Korah, 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 Obidi, Korah. Korah, I say, I don't know whether they caught God. I don't know. This is her obsession. I don't know if it is allegedly, maybe she has caught her husband wanking to Korah's video, because that's the kind of hatred it looks like when you have caught a man staring at your husband, staring at another woman's bum and wanking to it. She now started stealing Korah's. She started stealing Korah's videos and will go and attach her own. And at that time, a lot of bloggers were stealing Korah's content and were taking her revenue. So they told her how to take it back. Korah did a copyright on her video. Guess what this stupid thief did? Only somebody's intellectual property. This thief went back and went to say it was her because she attached analysis to the video. Korah took it back and she was still trying to claim revenue on Korah's video. A thief. And Korah sent her a message and now left it. She didn't rectify it, and Korah left her a review. This is her pain. A thief. That is what she is, a thief. She doesn't like to be called a thief, but she's a thief. You're a thief when you steal someone's content. You are a thief when that person tries to take it and you want to steal their money. You are a thief. Their revenue. Ole, onyoshi, barawo. And since then, since Korah told her you are a thief, she has been behaving like a thief. IQ thief, content thief, oxygen thief. Her brain has gone cuckoo. Outside. That's how the brain went into the dustbin. She has become she not told Korah, I'm giving you 7 days to reverse what you said. Korah told her, waka banza. Banza, shege banza. Korah told her, Dabru Banka and Dabru Banke. The two of them. Go fuck yourself. And since that day till this day, Blessing has been mad. And I love it. Let me tell you, when I have haters, I don't pray for them to be silently hating. I want you to be outside with your madness. I want to drink red wine, orange juice, cold water to your madness. I want to be entertained by your madness. Yes, I want to see you display. In ways that people that know you will say, oh my God, why are you displaying? Somebody says, oh, this thing they are doing, somebody was saying, oh, this thing they are doing might be spoiling Nancy's business. You cannot spoil a business that has been certified by the US, UK, and Canada. You can't. Blessing is too thin. What is too thin? A human being. Too clueless. Too foolish to destroy that business. I tell you with my full chest. Because she can't even build any. You think that somebody that looks like she models for different phases of illness, what a waste of a head start. When they were carrying this one to go and swear, do asylum, your parents didn't know that you were a waste of head start in life. An excuse. As the Netherlands government did not know that they were pouring in resources into a cretin, a dingbat, a fool. Like, continue talking about this post, because let me tell you one thing you don't know. See, it's something that happens to me, and if people are honest, it happens to you too. If they are talking about a business, and I have not, and people who are talking about it do not have verifiable proof. Even sometimes when they have proof, you go there. I remember one time that Bobrisky, I don't know, some of you wouldn't know Bobrisky. The Nigerians here would know him. I don't know whether I'll say she's transgender or it's a cross-dresser, but the Nigerian guy. And then this person had this falling out with a business. It was very messy. Very, very messy. One day I was strolling, I just saw the thing. I said, oh, let me go and even look what's going on here. And I remember clicking on this profile. And guess what? I ended up buying about 3 to 4 shoes from that person. Because I went to the store. I liked the shoes that I saw. I mean, they were very catchy, very beautiful. Price was right. I bought the shoes. And I told myself, if they're really a scam, I get scammed. If not, because I mean, I could see real life reviews. I could see people who had used them, celebrities who had used them. And I didn't think I wouldn't get my shoes. And I got my shoes. Hi, Sparks. Hi, Shermine. You know, I got my shoes. If you think that what these people are doing with that business is not making it thrive, it's not true. There are many people who discovered Quora because of the words of the hater's mouth. Oh, let's go and even see this girl. Yeah, who is this person they are talking about? Let's go and look at her. And then we go there. And they'll be mesmerized by the whining of the waist. They'll be like, oh my God, she looks so good for 2 children. And they will stay. Oh my God, she's interesting. And they don't just become lovers. They become lovers that pay for content. Now let me also make something very clear. Some of you are inherently stupid. Content creation is a job. A full-time job recognized by the job market. A full-time job recognized by Forbes list, business, economists, and some of you jobless Neanderthals with your green teeth that you have not brushed since the days of Mike Tyson. That teeth that you only use coffee to clean. You think that you will turn it into not being a job because you're sitting in your mental asylum, your mental facility. You are sitting in that place your children have abandoned you and refuse to speak to you in. You're sitting there and thinking that just because you said it is not a job, it's not a job. Is that what you think? Oh, KO pays her taxes while they cry. Yes, she does. If she doesn't pay taxes, If she had no job, she will not be required by law to pay taxes. But you are too stupid to exist to even figure that out. Content creation is a job. And just the same way, I like that thing that Charlotte said today. Netflix, Prime, Amazon Prime, Hulu, BET Plus, Apple TV. They are all richer than all of you who subscribe to them. But we pay because we enjoy the content they put there. It's the same way we pay because we love the content she gives us. She's entertaining. What are you talking about? Netflix reminds you about your subscription every month. What? Your subscription, dear customer, your subscription is about to end. Please be reminded, blah, 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 blah. Yes, that is what Netflix does. With how much Netflix generates, it still reminds you to please give it some of your money. Huh? It does. Look at iShowSpeed. He chose streaming and he became a millionaire. Exactly. But they are too stupid. They are too stupid to understand it. And I don't blame it. It's what happens with underachievers. Underachievers can't think outside the box. They are stuck in this poverty mentality that they cannot reach. They think that the only thing that constitutes a job is a business, or when they go and say yes sir, yes ma in the office. Poor babies. Aww. She has a job. And she asks for support on her job. And if she has never held a gun to her head, she has never blocked people for not sending her stars. She will market. What she does is marketing. Oh, please, you guys should give me stars. Marketing. She's still marketing her craft and asking us that if she's entertaining, please bless me with stars. No, it is your brain that is slow. That's why you think everything is begging. And if she begs, so what? Banks beg you every day to come and open an account in their firm. Netflix begs you every day to come and subscribe. Beyonce literally begs you to buy your ticket. But you're foolish. Orbit begs you to buy their chewing gum. Zara begs you. In fact, they beg you so much that they give you a Black Friday sale so that you can have, just in case you were too broke in the year, to buy what they sell. Marketing. But you're too stupid to know that blessing, aren't you? Because all your life you've been an underachiever. From a sofa to a sufferer. Like you have gone from suffer to everlasting suffering. Because imagine because of how empty your skull is, because you think you can coin a few words in English language, you suddenly think that you're smart. You are the most stupid person that every stupid person looks at and wants to be like you. Because forget it, you are the queen stupid. I'm telling you. You give a new meaning to foolishness. Because you think you can coin one or two words in English. That's the reason why you're foolish. And of course, you are talking to a lot of people who have no education. They don't research. And they are blinded in their hate for Korah. They are united in their racism. Oh, their moral compass that tells you that you should not dress skimpy, but teaches you how to hate. I would rather dress skimpy than be a hater. I would rather dress skimpy than what? Be a hater. That one. She's lucky I did not see what she wrote. I would have dragged her from here to Timbuktu. She thinks this is 2023. I will drag her. She was nearly mad. Without her short hands. Like she's a dwarf. You stupid idiot that was selling your body online for 0.99 cents. If you don't get out. But anyway, like I said, she's a coward. She deleted what she put. She should have left it there. so that the dragging can be premium. The person who I'm referring to this night is Blessing. Look at you. Look at you. Analyzing people's progress. Blessing, what's there to analyze? Let me give you an example. When we look at you now, what business can we even try to spoil in your life? What job can we look around? At least you try to sabotage something. Your life is sabotaged. That there's nothing to even sabotage. You're a failure. You tried blogging. The blog fell on your head. The blogging rope tied your neck. You tried to write a book. Book did not sell. It's only you and your family members. And I don't think your husband read it because he can't read. Well, he can't speak English, so I assume he cannot read. Very bad English. Blunders everywhere. Women are like chewing gum. When I say chewing gum, that's what he calls it. It's chewing gum. Illiterate. Illiterate! Chewing gum. It's chewing gum. You have a lot to say about other people when you are living with a walking calamity. When you are living with a walking calamity. Look at his head like egg roll that is about to spoil. You are clueless about life. You can't even sustain a business. All your blogging, the only time your blogging is successful is when you're talking about Korah. I say she's the mother that mothered your mother. That's the only time that you're successful, when you are talking about Korah. You are not successful when you talk about yourself. When you talk about your family. Nothing, the views are poor. When you talk about any other thing outside of Korah or Nancy Ume or Papa Obidi, the views are poor. Outside of these people, it shows they are the they are the God in your life. They are. Because you failed. The engineers I know, they're on Twitter. How they can help the economy. Think about how they can improve infrastructure, technology. An engineer is on social media doing saga. You are a failure. A failure. Stagnant. Because you can't think outside the box. And I can't blame people who confuse your coining of English words for wisdom. It's because they themselves are losers. Look at how they spell. They can't even spell. They can't even use punctuation marks. So how do I expect them to know that you're bullshitting them? For example, in Nigeria, for those who don't know, defamation is both a criminal and a civil suit. If I say you're mad and your head is like badly made lollipop, that's not defamation. That's me expressing how I think you are. When I call you a rapist without proof, that's defamation. That is defamation. If I say you are mad, you can't arrest me for calling you mad because I think you're mad. For example, now if you mock me for being sexually abused, it's not defamation because I was sexually abused as a child. It's not defamation. You're stating facts. You get? You're only insulting me with it, but it's not defamation. When you defame somebody, it falls under cybercrime. And in my country, cybercrime is. There's cybercrimes. Under cybercrime, we now have slander, defamation, libel that have different meanings. And this one person has broken those laws, and you are lying that it's meant to be civil. You are a liar. That's not Nigeria. In Nigeria, but because the people are so stupid, a little Google search will show them the sections in the Constitution that makes these things a crime. I'm not going to say anything to you. All I'm going to say is that this dance that you want to dance, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. And trust me, you think you can talk? No, you can't talk now. If you like, team up. All of you should be like 20. I will beat all of you with my mouth one by one. And guess what? I'm not going to be tired. The only thing you'll be saying is, they sexually abuse you. They sexually abuse you. That's all you can say. But I will finish you for the worthless piece of cow dung that you are. Useless fool that your husband cannot even give you good wig. Look at how you look. Look at how you look. You try to dress skimpy online. It still did not sell. I feel sorry for your family. Those little children who have to come and hug you with that kind of bile inside you so that you do not burst and it will fly into their mouth. Because you're so bitter. But I love it for you. Because that is the goal. My enemies have to be as bitter as you. Cola nut, bitter cola, aloe vera gel, neem kind of bitterness. You guys have to be bitter. I want you that bitter. So my dear haters, because I'm about to round up, please put your best foot forward. Yes. I want you all to please go to Cora's pages. Cora will soon be live on YouTube, I believe. Go and watch. Go and analyze it in your little pages. Analyze it there. Go and be happy. Go and talk there. Send more people to Cora's pages. Please keep putting your views on her channel. Add to the views. Add to the conversation about her. Keep her name on the algorithm. Let's keep pushing this. Put her pictures up. Let's do this. Because you are the ones who are going to drive her to her greatness. And I need you guys on board. You are unpaid PR agents. And for that reason, I don't fault you. To my sisters, please, just keep calling them unpaid PR. They are our unpaid PR, doing the Lord's work. Because every day, they show us that God is interested in Cora. Guys, I'm in love and leave you guys. I need to go and, make sure the kids are asleep. I appreciate you guys for coming on my live. It was supposed to be a very short live, but I don't know, I've overtalked. But I thank you guys for coming. I'm going to keep coming live here because it seems that they've not learned to start reporting me here. Because for some reason, this live went really smoothly. So, thank you so much for joining. It's my first live without StreamYard. And I guess I'm going to be doing this. Thank you so much. I'm going to monetize this page on top of Bless Onunjo. Yeah. So please, every time that she comes live, please, I can't watch her. Please, if people have key points, please send to me. Let me know what she's saying. So that I can come and drag her by that her clitoris that her husband has refused to do magic on. Yeah. Guys, I'ma love you guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Please, how do they end this live? Oh my God. How do they end the live? Can you imagine? Okay, let me try. Hey, how do I end the live? Let me see. Okay, let me end it like. Let me see if this will end it. Mama, good evening.